this is Ali. Welcome to my channel. If you have subscribed, thank you, and if you haven't, please do so. In the descriptions below is my email address if you'd like to email me a question, and there's a link to my channel so you can check out my other videos. I've been asked to do today a video on low self-esteem and helping how to deal with low self-esteem and how to get out of low self-esteem. Now basically none of us are born with low self-esteem. Babies don't have low self-esteem. It's something that happens to us as we grow up. Anything that can happen to us as children and as we're going up through life can give us low self-esteem. It's how we feel about ourselves basically. It's how, if we don't like ourselves, that is low self-esteem. So we need to learn to like ourselves, we need to learn to love ourselves. We need to stop taking on board things that other people are trying to push onto us. So, when people say negative things to us, that can cause somebody to have low self-esteem. So we need to really not care what others think of us, basically. We need to be confident enough and secure enough in ourselves that we don't care what somebody else thinks. And if they have only got negative things to say to us, then actually we don't want to hear that or be around people like that. So you can do this, and it is just doing part of the process. You just do things day by day to try and raise your self-esteem and to not take on board criticisms from other people. Now, one of the great ways of starting to make yourself feel better is to do positive affirmations each day. So write the positive affirmations down and then look at them each day and say them over and over again to yourself each day, and mean it when you're saying it. So really appreciate yourself for who you are. Really start to get to know yourself and like yourself for who you are. And this will start to raise your self-esteem quite quickly. Meditating, again, is a great thing to do. I mean, meditating is just great all the way through for everything. But in raising your self-esteem, it's brilliant because what happens when you meditate, you quiet your mind, and it's our own mind set and it's our own thought process that causes us to have low self-esteem and causes us to have negative thought patterns. We get into a momentum. Once we start getting a negative pattern, like anything, we can get into a momentum and then it becomes harder to break. And once we start with a thought pattern on a negative momentum about ourselves, which is how we feel about ourselves, start criticizing ourselves, start thinking we're not worthy, that then, that can then spiral out of control before we know it, and it basically, the momentum goes and it grabs more and more negative thoughts to it, and before you know it, you're in this negative mindset and you've got low self-esteem because you've talked yourself into it from things that you've allowed yourself to think about yourself, which aren't even true. So when we quiet our mind, we detach from all that, we let all that go, and we raise our vibration, and by raising our vibration, our self-esteem gets risen as well. So we get out of this low self-esteem feeling, and we connect with our inner being. So we start to live the purpose that we're supposed to live. We start to be the person that we should be. When we are living in our heads, we are living in our human existence. This isn't our true self. Our true self is our inner being, and our inner being wants to feel good. Our inner being knows we feel good. Our inner being knows we are loved. Our inner being knows how good we are. But we doubt that. We start to put negative thought processes in our mind to talk ourselves out of that and to doubt that. And then we feel disconnected because we've disconnected ourselves from our inner being, from what we know is true and from what our inner being knows is true. We then start to disconnect ourselves. And that's when we then feel, we don't feel good, we don't feel worthy, we don't feel appreciated, we don't feel loved. And like I say, this can then spiral into more and more negative feelings as this goes on. So this is a thought process that we really need to break. Now, starting the night before, so when you go to bed at night, if you go to bed and start getting your mind ready to be feeling great the following day, so go to bed, forget the things that are annoying you, forget the things that someone has said to you that upsets you, forget how you've been treated by certain people. Just go to bed and concentrate on feeling good, concentrate on telling yourself that you're going to have a great day the following day, and do some positive, listen to some positive stuff. There's loads of stuff on YouTube, there's loads of meditation on there. sleep meditation. There's loads of affirmations. There's loads of ones that you can do at night that are relaxing, but are sort of putting the good words into your mindset as you're trying to sleep. Now you can listen to these. You can put them on. Some of them go on for hours. Some of them are just short, so you can have them as long as you want. But just have things like that going on that you can listen to that are positive. And also, visualization is really good to do at night, because when you visualize before you go to sleep, you take that visualization with you into your sleep, and it takes it more into your subconscious. And also, when you're visualizing, if it's something that you want and you've been used to visualizing quite a lot, you will be really into that visualization. Each time you'll get more and more out of it. So if you're going to bed at night and doing this visualization, that will make you feel really, really good, and it will make you feel worthy. And then when you wake up in the morning, you will start to feel better. You will start to wake up more positive. And if you can go straight into meditating as soon as you get up in the morning, or quite quickly on in the morning, that then will keep this going before you allow anything negative to come in. And like it's been said before, don't look at your emails, don't look at Facebook, don't go on any social media until you've done your meditation, until you've gotten into that good feeling place. So do your meditation for 15 minutes and then write down some positive affirmations. Get your affirmations down. You haven't got to take long to do them. Just write them down, or look over the affirmations that you've already done. Just read them to yourself, and just know that this is who you are. You are this lovely person. You are this worthy person. You are loved. You are wanted. You are everything you want to be. You can have anything you want, but you just need to believe in yourself. And then with all of this as well, like everything, you need to trust in the universe. So you need to basically try and trust that the universe has put you in the place where you are at the moment is the right place for where you need to be in your life at the moment. Stop looking back in the past. Stop living in the past. Living in the past is the quickest way to bring on depression. Because if we're living in the past, we're scared of the future, and we're trying to remain in the past. Now the past is done. There are things, we've all got things in our past that maybe we would change if we could go back, but we can't do that. So we don't need to worry about them. We don't need to feel guilt about them, and we don't need to be having a negative mindset about them. The past is in the past. You are living in the present, and you are looking forward to the future. So you need to be living in this present and let the past go. Do not keep dwelling on things. Do not keep looking back, and be knowing that you can bring what you want from the future into your present. That is when you're manifesting. You're bringing what you want for your future into your present. Okay. Now, so if you do the visualizations as well in the morning, that again will start to make you feel really, really good, because you are looking at what you want and bringing it into the present that you are living. And really start appreciating your life. Make a list of everything you have in your life that you can appreciate, and look over that list. And it could be the smallest of things. It doesn't matter. It could be some massive things. It could be your children. It could be your house. It could be your job. It could be anything. But it could also be tiny, tiny little things that you just really, really appreciate about your life. It could be the fact that you live near rivers and canals like I do, or that you've got a lovely quiet neighborhood and things like that. It could be absolutely anything. It could be that in that morning you wake up and the weather's beautiful and you love it. Just really, really appreciate everything you can and make these lists. The more of these lists you make, the more you have to look over when you are having a day where you feel slightly off and you don't feel so good. You've got all this already written down. So if you can keep your books with all these, with affirmations in and with the things that you're grateful in, it gives you a reference to go back. And like I say, so when you are having a slightly off day, you have something you can look back on that will then, bring back that good feeling. And the more you can feel, the more you can appreciate, the more you can feel grateful for the life that you have, that is raising your vibration, and that will make you feel really, really good and will help you with any low self-esteem issues, because you can be really grateful for everything you have. So I'm hoping that this is helpful. If you have any questions, then please comment below or send me an email. That would be great. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up as well. Thank you very much.